Warren has caught fire at the right time. I think he had some like shaky games towards the end of the season. I think he had a game that was against Matt that was like 21-20, came down the stretch, and I think he had a couple other close ones or games where he's turned the ball over a lot. But come playoff time, he's been playing very well. And I think we all knew that Warren had he's a very capable user, and he can make a run. And so I'm really excited for this matchup. I think we all know what we're getting out of Cody. Obviously, he's got what, 2, 3 Super Bowls himself. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good matchup. What do you think?
I think that I didn't have sound on for the whole 12,
No
13
way.
minutes that we've been on. I just realized as you were talking that nothing was coming up. So all the music and everything didn't come up. But you know what? Better before the game actually starts. But let me start it over. I'm your standard host, CMass, here on Better League Network. We got ourselves a good game here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Hero just gave us a little bit of a breakdown. We also got a follow in the midst of the introduction, and that was
Love that.
I am Alan B. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. But this game's about to kick off, and we got ourselves some 2 solid color jerseys here with the red and the yellows. As Giants are going to kick it off here. Keys to the game for this Packers offense and keys to the game for the Giants defense, in your opinion, Mr. Hero?
Yeah, I think Warren's got to limit Cody's ability to kind of get those stretch plays going. I think Cody likes to play through the run game, and once he kind of gets the run game going, that kind of opens up the pass for him. So I think if Warren can kind of slow that down and make him a little bit more one-dimensional, I think he's got a good shot.
Aaron Rodgers looks like going to start off with a stretch play to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones goes try to get outside. Thibodeau tried to bring him down, tried a little spin, not able to get much there. Able to get about 4, 2nd and 6.
Exactly what I was saying right there, right? Like, that's what Cody wants to do. He wants to get those stretch plays. He wants to get Aaron Jones kind of move it on the ground. And once he does that, he's really good at a single back and mixing in some of that play action stuff like that. He loves his drag slants, but those are way more effective once you get the run game going.
And Rodgers making a few adjustments here. Drops back, clean pocket. He's going to go ahead and dump it down. It's intercepted immediately.
Oh my
we
goodness!
We have a pick 6.
Wow!
To start the game.
Wow! What the wide receiver just didn't seem to react to that one. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it looked like the wide receiver was in front of the ball and just got a terrible animation. Honestly, it wasn't a good read because the flat was pretty covered, but intercepted nonetheless. And I remember I was doing a booth with Taint, aka Matt, and he said that the good thing about Warren is that Warren is really good about making it seem like those flats are open and those corners just jump quickly, and we just saw it right there. So Green Bay starting off with a handicap, and that's tough because his first drive ends up in a pick 6, and now he just kind of lost that advantage of getting the ball first and Giants the ball at halftime. So
that's a dream start though for Warren.
1,000%.
You can't ask for much better than that. You give up 4 yards on the first play, but the second play is a pick 6. Like, oh my gosh, that's like a playoff dream.
Yeah, I mean that just kind of loosens him up, right?
Oh yeah, like that totally eliminates the nerves.
And it puts it on the Packers. Handoff here to Jones to the outside, and this shakes it off like it's no big deal. And we go ahead and get a few yards there. 2nd and 5.
Oh, those broken tackles. I like that they've changed it a little bit, but oh man, you just start spamming A. It's just like no skill. You know what I mean? I don't know if I like that introduction into the game. Like, maybe every once in a while, those actually work, but they seem to work a little bit more often than they should.
They should. I mean, it should have a lot to do with, like weight and size, and I feel like it doesn't. Rodgers drops back. He's just going to dump it down to Aaron Jones. He's going to come up short. But I was saying, like, Aaron Jones shouldn't be shaking off Kayvon Thibodeau, who I feel like has got at least 25 pounds and some inches on him, so he shouldn't be able to shove him off that easily. Like, so if you're a small running back, you got to press A like a lot faster than anybody else. But that's my thought.
No, I agree as well.
But I like it nonetheless. Rodgers looking for a outright here, not going to be there. B's open, throws it to him. B able to go ahead and catch that one. That's 11. 11 brought down inside the bounds. Aaron Rodgers 2 for 3 with that one pick, first down.
Yeah, I don't think that was the best defensive setup there for Warren. It was when you got the trips left, that sort of concept, and you've got basically only one outside corner there. You're probably going to give up the first down. So I don't know. I probably would have maybe called a timeout there and just kind of reshuffle the defense.
Rodgers going to go under center here in the single back. He's going to hand it off to Jones. Aaron Jones cuts it back inside. Good blocking there. Thibodeau brings him down, but he's able to go ahead and get the first down. P-Town says that the break tackle thing actually correlates with break tackle rating. So maybe Aaron Jones got a pretty decent one.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably like 90 plus overall. So I mean, yeah, I guess.
Can't imagine his break tackle's like that great.
You know what is just so annoying though is like how disrespectful Madden was towards all these like rookies this year. Like, like what are we doing, man? Like Thibodeau is not a superstar. He went like what, pick 5?
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Aaron Jones, he would maybe get a stretch for a couple yards. I mean, I don't mind him specifically, but like Aiden
Like Drake London, maybe.
Aiden Hutchinson was like the second. No, that's fine. Aiden Hutchinson was like everyone thought he was the #1 pick, ended up going #2. Like I thought he'd get it. Just like random like Evan Neal and like Jordan Davis, and I don't remember anybody else. And
Yeah,
just like,
the O-line decision was an interesting one for sure.
Oh yeah,
probably inside down here, right?
The Panthers one. Y's gonna be open here shortly. He was waiting for it all day. Able to go ahead and get to the Lazard. Lazard gonna try to cut it upfield and then gets out of bounds. There's corner routes in this Madden, man. They're pretty powerful.
Yeah, corner routes plus easy mode. I mean, those are just, you almost got to be planning for those corner routes when someone's got easy mode because it's just so deadly. It gets there so quick.
Yeah. Dan says almost like we should have had a dev lottery. You know, maybe you're on something here. 1st and 10. I'd probably switch to inside zone. It looks like he is going to switch to it. He hands it off here and able to get to the outside. Aaron Jones brought down short of the first down, but a good run there on first, 2nd and inches. Oh, I'm going to go over there, but I want to interrupt you here. Aaron Donald just in the shotgun formation. He's got Aaron Jones in the backfield with him. He's got 87 in the slot. He's going to go ahead with the play action here. He's going to drop back. He's going to sit in the pocket waiting for Y to come open. It's not going to be there. It's good user play. He could potentially hit it now. He's going to rise. He's going to throw it out of bounds.
Got X.
Good in 3rd and inches.
He had X there too.
He might have had some.
He might have had. I mean, he's got easy mode, man. Like that ball gets there in a half second.
You throw a pick 6 on your first drive, you probably settle in a little bit, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Plus, it's only
so easy to be a spectator and be like, that's wide open.
Of course. Hand off to Aaron Jones. He's gonna. Oh, I think they might give it to him. No, it's a 4th and inches. Early decision time.
Gosh.
Hero thoughts.
Oh
wow, he's gonna settle for 3 on 4th and inches.
Yeah, I think Cody is the kind of guy that would take the 3 here.
You know the crazy.
He hasn't.
Go ahead, man.
I don't know, man. I'd probably going for it on 4th and inches. Like 4th and inches is like.
Hey man,
I guess it's not a gimme, but it's like
getting this point. I mean, 4th and inches is about as gimme as you can get.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta think the success percentage has got to be like 80s plus to get that. But you know, he's the one with the team right now, and it's ironic because I thought for sure when I was playing him, it was like a 4th and 3, and on his side of the on my side of the field, I thought for sure like Cody's gonna kick this. He's most like
you went for it?
Passive user, and he went for it and he got it. And I was so mad.
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh!
What the hell? This isn't Cody. But here we are. He's down 3-7, and now we're going to see this Giants offense for the first time. So let's go ahead and get your keys to the game for the Giants offense and the Packers defense.
I'll be honest. I have only seen like glimpses of Warren, like Warren's games streams. But but what I have seen and when he has been pretty darn successful was when he gets Connor going. So I think he kind of plays through his run game as well, and just like good pocket presence. And I think there's. I'll let this play go here.
Yeah, not a good start there on the trap play. Kenny Clark and some friends were there just waiting for him. 2nd and 12 now.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of getting the passing game going, and then, I think there's been some chatter in the, in the chat itself about Daniel Jones. Like, can Daniel Jones be accurate with the ball? I think those are 2 keys for him.
He has games where he looks great, and then games where he just looks like absolute dog shit. That's a terrible play. And DeAndre Hopkins not able to bring that one in. Cody wanted the pick there. I think he should be happy with the way it worked out. 3rd and 12 now for New York Giants early.
I think he put the tight end on a seam shot there and just right through the seam, and I think that might have been open. Obviously, once again, like NFC Championship game, a little bit of nerves, maybe didn't see it. That's what I saw initially there.
Obvious blitz situation with the safeties up like that. Here comes those 5 rushers. It's picked up well. We got a flag for probably holding, and that ball falls to the ground again, and I think that this is going to be a holding, and yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect him to go ahead and decline that one, taking his sweet time, though. And there he goes. So we're going to see this punt unit come out early.
Yeah, not a great first drive. I mean, I think it's at first down. The first down run play. First possession, obviously kind of predictable, and Cody's got inside stuff, so it's going to be tough to run it inside against Kenny Clark.
And that's the thing too. Cody's got a pretty good run defense, and it helps having an inside stuff. And then he's got Quay Walker and Devondre Campbell that are pretty good size, pretty quick linebackers. You know, we talked about the Giants kind of getting settled in at the pick 6, but that surely looked like a nervous drive. Aaron Rodgers drops back. He wants X coming underneath. He's going to throw it directly to Xavier McKinney. Terrible read with Gunslinger there.
Wow. Oh, that's just not a good read. He's motioning that. He's motioning up Cody's motioning his arm forward. I don't know if he was like trying to lead it, but yeah, that just wasn't a good read. It was definitely covered by the user.
I mean, Aaron, where were these reads when we played? I mean, I didn't get any of these.
I mean, that's how it always is, though, bro. That's always how it is. Like you play and someone's just like lights out, and then the next playoff game they're like throwing picks all over the place.
I mean, he's been pretty hot these whole playoffs, but obviously, taking some time off, and that's just throwing it up to DeAndre, who makes the play there. You got to, I mean, you play the Falcons, man. That happened at least 6 times in that game, so you got to get used to it, man. It is what it is, and that's DeAndre Hopkins 1-on-1. I mean,
yeah, I'm totally okay with DeAndre Hopkins. What I'm not okay with is like,
don't you say it.
What? No, Drake London's good. I get it. He's like what 6'6". I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is people. I've seen it multiple times this year. I think it's Auden Tate, former Bengal, maybe. I think he's like 6'5", 6'6". It's like 73 overall, and he's been on multiple teams this season. And he's like mossing, 85 overall corners and stuff like that.
Ooh. Late flag. That might be roughing the passer or some sort of. Yeah, that is going to be a roughing the passer. Cody not feeling it early. You can see a little bit of frustration settled in here. 1st and 10 for the Giants.
Yeah, there's definitely been some animation on his camera there in the left-hand corner.
Yeah, and he's had some tough animations in the bottom right corner when he threw that pick, and then throwing it up the seam there. He wants his tight end. It's not there, so he's going to take off, and wow, that could have easily been fumbled, and he's begging for it. He's begging for it, but he's not getting it there. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, he wanted EA to give him something there. Oh, you're P10's right. He Auden Tate got actually I think it was 2 touchdowns against me. And there was just, those, it was just those 50-50 balls. It's the meta, so I guess it is what it is. But
I mean,
it is annoying when like the wide receiver on the outside's like trash, but it still gets those catches.
And if he doesn't get contested, it's going to be there. He's going to go ahead and dump it down to Connor. Connor gets the easy 1st down for 1st and goal.
That's just big for Warren. You get a touchdown here. You take an 11-point lead early. Oof.
Yeah, and Cody's kind of like me at times, where if things don't go your way early, you can tend to get a little frustrated and start pushing. Obviously he's a Super Bowl champion. He's able to settle in before more than I have, but I have seen a couple games, versus Justin or versus little Alex, where he'll get frustrated early. Daniel Jones under center here. Hopefully he can settle in. Hands it off to Connor. Connor tries to cut up the field and then brought down by Kenny Clark, who's just is the key to the game on this defense.
Yeah, he's an absolute game wrecker. Inside stuff has just been good for years.
I feel like almost no one has it. Like
yeah, man. I think it's just Kenny Clark, Jonathan Allen, and
maybe 1 or 2.
I think Cameron Hayward, maybe Calais Campbell.
I could see that. I could see. Yeah, those 2 definitely have it. All right, Daniel Jones in a tight set. And this is a pretty popular set here, and he gives it a trap. Oh, nice little cut there. I thought he'd be able to get carried in there.
Ooh.
3rd and goal, and that's the end of the 1st quarter. Put your 2s in the chat. And the game is right now 7-3 with the Giants with the 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line.
That looked like a really weird, just like suction tackle with that corner on the outside there, because to me it looked like an easy touchdown.
Yeah, I thought his momentum would carry him in, but it just seemed like he came to a complete stop. Again, he comes out with the trips tight end set here with 3 wide receivers. I'd be a little surprised if he ended up passing this ball. If it's a pass, he's definitely going to be looking for DeAndre Hopkins or his tight end, because that seems to be his favorites. They're not there. He's got his man underneath. He does hit him. Touchdown, Giants.
Nice. Levels concept right there.
Big fan of levels concept.
Yeah. The levels concept there can be risky, especially if you're playing like a user that's
good user. They'll pick that off most of the time, but I guess Cody just wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah, he had he was manning up the safety on the right hand side, so I think he was kind of selling out for either the tight end or the running back, and he just left the middle of the field wide open for that levels concept.
All right, you're down 11 points here if you're the Green Bay Packers, but you got Gunslinger. You got a great team. You've got plenty of game left. Just settle in here. 87 trying to get the ball out to about the 25-yard line where he would have been if it was a touchback. And so, I mean, I don't think you change a thing right now. What do you think, Hero?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, I think you just keep playing your game. Keep playing your game. I mean, 11 points it's really not that big of a deal. Still plenty of time. You got basically 3 full quarters. Just keep playing your game.
Going a 3-3 set. No pressure, so it's just a 3-man rush. You can't see which buttons they are, except for RB, who, oh, wow, makes a great catch there. That's a great animation. He hasn't got many so far, but that one he got a good animation for him, first down.
Those are the kind of plays right there where like easy mode is so critical.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have easy mode right there, that ball's probably getting picked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that probably should have been a knockout, but he did get a good animation there.
Yeah, he did.
Very nice for him to get that one. Drops back again, only a 3-man rush. He wants RB underneath. It was kind of there. X will be there. He throws it up into the seam there. 13 able to go ahead and get it out of bounds. Lazard for a first down. He's driving now.
Yeah, that was actually a really good user play by Warren. It's just, Cody had way too much time in the pocket. Yeah. because he really took out the drag, he took out the out route from the running back, and that third read gets open. You like to think that third read, by the time that's starting to come open, that the pressure's coming home as well.
And here's this tight set, so you think he's going to be looking for Lazard on a potential corner route. Yep, yeah, as you saw the play art there. He drops back. It's not. Here comes the pressure. No, and then he's now brought down by Kayvon Thibodeau with a big hit, second and 22.
Wow. Aaron Rodgers just like stiff armed the shit out of that first defender there.
Yeah, that was no small defensive back either. So obvious man-to-man defense here on this 2nd and 22. And if I'm him right here, I might as well just go ahead and run it up the middle. But he is going to go with the pass play here. He drops back. He has the man he wants. Throws it down to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones able to go ahead and get a good chunk, make it a more 3rd and manageable here, 3rd and 6 at the 29-yard line. Yeah,
if Warren had been in BL for a little bit longer, I think he would be a little bit more keen on Cody loving those angle routes there. But
I know he was in my stream watching, and so at first when I saw him only rushing 3, I'm just thinking like, wow, he's doing the complete opposite of what I was doing, which was trying to pressure him. Maybe that was kind of that, but then you saw that blitz a few seconds ago and it worked really well. 3rd and 6, he's gonna want that running back coming out, or sorry, RB coming out. Lazard, ooh, tough animation. 4th and 2 now. Again, his rights to go for this. He didn't go for the one earlier. It was 4th and inches, and here comes the field goal unit again, down by 11. He's just gonna go ahead and settle for 3.
You know what? I'm okay with this one. 4th and 2. It's not as much of a gimme, and
more okay with this than the last one.
Yeah, I'm okay with this one. The 4th and inches, I'd probably go for it, but 4th and 2, I think it's okay. You take your points.
Petrie Kids 2 in the chat says Cody Young is the GOAT. About to get a Super Bowl in 4 straight Maddens. No one in better leagues done it. I don't think 4 straight 4 straight cycles. I don't think it's been done.
Maybe Austin. I mean, he won in 19.
Nah, he missed it in 20. I don't think he got one. In 20.
Did he?
I don't think he got one. In 20. But I think Dan will back me up on that. I'm pretty sure Cody's the only one, because I think he's the only one that did 3 straight too. But here we go. Daniel Jones in a shotgun. Never been done, says Dan.
Dan's so quick to it.
And he's ready, man. It's going to be a dump off here to 12-12. And Kenny Clark again, man. Kenny Clark's all over the field. 2nd and 9 here. 14-6 right now. New York Giants.
Not only does he have inside stuff, but he's also just a big boy, and those big boys get really good sheds this year.
Definitely.
It's just like compounded.
Petrie Kid says Cody is the one with 3. Yeah, I know that. That's what I said.
Is Petrie Kid the new Wolf Knight?
I don't know. That's the first time I've seen him, and he's already a subscriber, so he's had to been around. Anyways, dropped back here. Daniel Jones wants to dump it underneath. He does dump it underneath, and weird animation by Tony there. Only able to get a yard. Now 3rd and 8, and you don't want the Packers to get a little bit of momentum, so you want to get this first down here if you're the Giants.
Also, actually, a really weird click on animation right there. You ideally you rat catch that, and you probably got a first down, but
close, yeah.
He might have been a little bit concerned about that user maybe getting to it.
Maybe. He's definitely had some weird momentum stops so far. Daniel Jones drops back. He's got plenty of time. DeAndre Hopkins is there. Oh, he's going to go ahead and throw it to the middle there. Kadarius Toney, regardless, able to go ahead and big first down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had 2 guys wide open there. It was a first down regardless, and that's a nice little route concept.
I do like that, actually, that little dagger play there. I might steal it. Because I was looking at DeAndre Hopkins early. I didn't even look at that dig underneath. But that dig underneath.
Oh, yeah, Hopkins was essentially butt naked that whole time, too.
Daniel Jones going to go ahead and do a handoff here to Connor. Connor tries to cut it upfield, and he just can't get himself going right now. 4 rushes, only 4 yards, 2nd and 9.
I will say the James Conner thing is interesting. I don't think he has very good COD. I
Probably
think you'd
not.
almost be you'd probably be almost better served just like
mid-80s on him.
Yeah, throwing somebody else in there, but I mean he's in the NFC Championship game. So
tighter set. So yeah, I was gonna say it looks like man, and it obviously is man now, and it's a tough on DeAndre Hopkins. So just don't go ahead and throw it at the tight end. Oof, tough drop there. Tough drop for the Giants. Got some breaks early, so it's starting to balance out a little bit. 3rd and 9.
Yeah. You hate when you make a good read and something like that happens there.
Yeah.
And then like after the play, you're like, man, I should just possession catch that one. It would have been a gimme.
Yeah, but you never. I mean, that one I would have been tempted to direct catch that one, but drop back and wow, it's basically a cover 0. He throws it up to the tight end. It clicks back on, tries to come back, and tight end drops it twice in a row. Now tougher catch there, but 4th and 9. Here comes the punt unit.
Yeah, but I mean, in this Madden, I mean the tight end on a little corner route like that. I mean they almost catch those.
Yeah, I love it with Pitts
every single time. Yeah, Kyle Pitts is such a problem.
He is a problem for a lot of people. He comes 87 to go ahead and field this one. No fair catch for him. He's going to go ahead and run up the field. Able to go ahead and get an extra maybe 10 yards. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, and he's only down 8 points, so it's a 1-possession game.
Yeah, and that's where taking the field goal kind of pays off.
He trusted his defense.
Yeah.
And so here we go. Aaron Rodgers is going to go ahead with a 2 tight end, a 2 wide receiver set with his running back Aaron Jones in the backfield. Going to go ahead and hand it off to a little counter play. Tries to bounce it outside, and both Giants are there, but able to go ahead and get a good chunk there. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I think Cody's pretty settled in now. Maybe some of those early game jitters are gone now.
Yeah,
shaping up to be a good one.
Shaking off the the rust from being on location. In case anybody didn't know. Cody has not been around. Aaron Jones able to go ahead and get that angle route. And now that he's done it twice, Warren's a good enough user. I think he's going to make an adjustment. 1st and 10, though.
Yeah, he's got to.
Going to save the hurry-up thing for later. Hand off to Aaron Jones here. And not a lot there, but he is able to go ahead and get a good chunk of yards. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, he's got to start paying attention to that angle route.
I think he will. I know Warren's one of those users that, like, when he's on, he's on. But I feel like if he's not that into it, he's just kind of just out there playing.
Yeah.
And, I think with an NFC Championship game, he's probably in it. So he's seen that play. He's seen that route twice now. I think he's going to look for it. Maybe Cody baits it and goes to an out route instead. But he loves, again, this tight set here. Once Lazard or one of those drags. Immediately intercepted again. He tries to throw the flat.
Wow.
McKinney with his 2nd pick.
What a user play right there by Warren. Oh, my goodness.
I told you earlier from the professional color commentary of Matt, aka Taint, aka Dealing Debts, he makes it seem like that flat route is open, and then go ahead and clicks on and able to go ahead and pick it off. He's done it twice today.
Yeah, he perfectly used that. He acted like he was coming inside and just immediately turned right.
Wow, that's illegal contact downfield, but not going to be called in this Madden 2nd and 10.
I'm starting to see a lot more man coverage out of Cody here.
We sure are, aren't we? And besides DeAndre Hopkins, there is Tony got a little bit of speed, but Sterling Shepard seems to be just not even an afterthought.
Yeah.
So we'll see. His run game's not working very well. So we'll see if he can get settled in. 2nd and 10. Never a big fan of 2nd and 10 runs there, and now he's got a 3rd and long, 3rd and 12.
Yeah, I think at this point you kind of gotta throw out those inside runs because they're just not working.
Yeah, I thought we'd see more read options with Daniel Jones. He doesn't necessarily have to do it, but that still stops inside stuff, right? I could be wrong. I don't face many inside stuff.
Honestly, I don't even know, man. Here
comes the pressure. There's DeAndre Hopkins. He throws it to him. Oh no, Kadarius Toney able to go ahead and bring that one in on Eric Stokes.
Ooh.
Huge. That was a huge first down.
Well, I mean, if you keep running man coverage, eventually the corner route's gonna bite you.
Gonna get you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, the man coverage is absolutely the meta. You know what I mean? I think that's it's the strongest version of defense at the moment.
100% okay with 1 or 2 routes that seem to work majority of the time on it.
Yeah.
Nice little RPO there. He throws it out to Hopkins. I like that blocking a lot from that wide receiver. Not sure who it was, but able to go ahead and get 6 yards there, and that's a good substitute for the run game.
Yeah, I actually think that was his tight end out there.
Bellinger,
the tight end that dropped the previous 2 passes in his direction, but that time he gets picks up a good block.
Got to make up for it somehow. He's going to send Tony in motion, who he had manned up on him.
Mm-hmm.
Who's not going to go.
Yeah,
see if he makes the adjustment. He does make the adjustment. Gonna go ahead and be a handoff here to Connor. Connor gets able to get a couple blocks there and then falls on his ass. Able to go ahead and get a 1st and 10 though.
You take that.
Yeah, damn right we will.
and the Giants starts with the ball in the second half, right?
Absolutely, yeah, because Cody threw the pick 6 on the first drive.
Yeah, that's right. So I mean, essentially, as long as you come away with points here, you're sitting real pretty. You can go into halftime with 11-point lead plus ball. I mean, that's a massive win.
Me personally, unless I see something I really like, I'm probably only doing RPOs or handoffs.
Yeah, just take the gimme points.
Just take the gimme points, and I don't know if I would have ran out of bounds. I guess it really doesn't matter, but I would have liked to run the clock down. But 2nd and 8 here. Warren knows what he's doing. He's been playing Madden a lot longer than I have. 2nd and 8 here. 26 seconds left. Want to get some points for half. He gets the ball at halftime, as you just mentioned, and so Cody doing everything he can to make sure he holds him to a field goal here. And he'd love a interception or fumble if he could.
Oh yeah, he'd absolutely love a turnover right here.
Expect to look for DeAndre Hopkins. It's not there. He's going to dump it down. Oh, number 12. No fumble. I thought for a second we got an animation, but not able to get it there. It's 3rd and 4 and a timeout.
That was a very, very dangerous throw. Not only was there a DB coming down, but then you have the hit stick. You got to be careful there.
I'm about to sneeze and maybe in the middle of this play. I don't know. Daniel Jones making a few adjustments here. He likes his tight end. He likes Kadarius Toney. Don't even bother looking at Sterling Shepard. And here comes the pressure. Big sack. No fumbles, though. Able to go ahead and bring him down. And then a timeout from Green Bay. Really wants the opportunity to try to get some points with less than 10 seconds left. Or around 10 seconds left. But here comes those points. Let's make sure he can get it through here. It is up, and it is good from Grand Gano. And that makes it a 17-6, 11-point lead for this visiting New York Giants.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, getting 3 points there, not bad, especially, getting the ball in the second half.
Here comes Dubes. Dubes going to go ahead and bring this one out here, and he's going to be brought down right around the 25-yard line. 7 seconds left with Gunslinger and a timeout. Why the not?
Is it Dubes or Dobbs?
I don't know, man. It's spelled D-O-U-B-S, so I say Dubes, but it could be Dobbs. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Justin's not watching. He would have critiqued me 6 or 7 times now based on everything I've said, so I know he's not in the chat. So I can't really ask him. Maybe Tim's in here. Tim's a big Dubes fan. Oh, he's just going to hand it off to Aaron Jones and, I guess see what he can get, and then does call a timeout with 2 seconds left and figured he'd just give it a shot.
Yeah, maybe one Hail Mary right here.
Yeah, and I've always been kind of anti, I feel like the odds of you throwing a pick or getting a negative play is more than you scoring a touchdown. But it is going to be a throw outside to Watkins, and that gains nothing. And so here we go into halftime, and he did get a little bit of momentum on that because it was a loss and does max out the momentum bar. Here we go. Put your threes in the chat. Halftime here. We've got Green Bay down by 11 points. The defending NFC champion with a different cycle, of course, but nonetheless, here we are going to the second half. What adjustments are you going to make if you are the Giants? If you are the Packers, and then what are you going to continue to do, or what changes you might make if you're the Giants?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I think for Warren, it's pretty easy. It's like you probably want to get the run game going on the outside. Maybe some stretches, maybe some counters. Just kind of get the ball away from Kenny Clark, because I think Kenny Clark's really been the main player that's been kind of holding him in check. Yeah. Offensively, and then for Cody, I mean, I think, what does he have? 2-3 picks? I think
he just got at least two.
Yeah, I think it's 2, but I think you just got to clean it up, and he's got the defense to really keep him in this game.
He does.
So you just got to take care of the ball once you get it.
I wouldn't say Warren's like a powerhouse of an offense. He just seems to be above average on both sides of the ball. So.
Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't have a pick yet. He doesn't have any turnovers, so he's
had a couple that were kind of tipped and potentially could have been. So he's got to be careful with that. He has settled in though. Daniel Jones in shotgun formation. He's got to go ahead, and he's got DeAndre Hopkins and Kadarius Toney kind of in the slot there with Evan Neal, his superstar rookie right tackle over there on that right side. 2nd and 5 is going to send a man in motion. Very popular play. He's going to hit Sterling Shepard. I said ignore him all game long. Well, guess what? He got the ball there. 1st and 10 for Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's actually a really good concept right there.
Everybody loves that play.
Yeah, I love that. I love that out route on that motion.
I mean, on any sort of cover 3, that works majority of the time, unless they hit a hard flat and you just got a really safety. It's just really committed to getting that flat, but otherwise,
right.
That's a very, very popular play. I've seen a lot. It's not on my playbook, but maybe I got to add it. Maybe that's why I'm sitting in the booth.
This off season, we're gonna have to remake a playbook because I think when we both made our playbooks the same night.
I think we did, yeah.
Like way before the season started. So
we're early on in the infancy. Yeah. It felt like 3 years ago, and
I think it was before the preseason tournament.
Reasons. And up here to 12. 12, we will go ahead and get that one and lay it out. And, you got to think one of these hit sticks might end up being a fumble. I'm not sure if he's on conservative or not. I would assume he is with Connor and not going to be doing a whole lot of spins and a lot of jukes. But here we are, 2nd and inches for the Giants, who are starting to make it a little bit of a drive here.
Yeah, it looks like Cody's a little frustrated. I'm not quite sure what he's frustrated about there.
He wants the fumbles, and so now he's really getting up on this. And I wouldn't mind a play action deep shot here, one-on-one with DeAndre Hopkins. Maybe it's there if he wants it. Instead, he's going to dump it down to the wide open number 12. John Ross got a little bit of speed.
That is wide open.
Able to go ahead and get it out of bounds, out of the 22-yard line. Big play. Daniel Jones, such an efficient game, 13 for 18 for around 150 yards and a touchdown.
So P10 said playbooks are overrated. What I did last cycle actually is, right before the playoffs, I made a new playbook almost every season, just because I felt like my playbooks, kind of got, like people see your tendencies and all that kind of stuff throughout the season. So I think like around like week 15, week 16, every single season I changed my playbook a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, not like first round of the playoffs. Like fuck it, let me try something.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is gonna get hit and sacked here. Rashawn Gary. I can't stand play action rollouts in this Madden. I just feel like they just don't work. The edges aren't contained. 2nd and 24.
I just don't like those like boot slides, like where the tight end's running across. It's better if you run like a play action, like, boot where the tight end's initially blocking and then they release.
Right. Right. I throw them all out of the playbook.
Yeah.
He had made it obvious. He's going to go ahead and audible into probably a zone here, I would think. He is going to hand it off to James Conner. And again, James Conner, he's just not getting it going right now, 3rd and 24.
That sack was brutal. I mean, he's essentially just, you're just playing for 3 at this point.
Yeah, it completely killed the drive, and that'll make it, if, everything goes according to plan, that'll make it a 20-6 game, which makes it a 2-touchdown, 14-point game with about a quarter and a half left. A little over a quarter and a half. I thought we were 10 minutes for a second. Don't want to do that. Please don't start that conversation. Daniel Jones, shotgun formation here. And, I would honestly probably just do a handoff here.
Yeah, maybe inside zone
that I can.
Double team Clark.
Double team Clark, yeah. Especially if he's going to drop the and he's going to head and dump it down to James Conner on that wheel route. And he's able to go ahead and get a good chunk, make it a very easy field goal here for a 4th and 11. Here comes that unit.
Well, hey, you got points coming out of the half, and
knock on wood.
Yeah, well, I guess that's a fair point.
Yeah.
And 3 minutes off the clock. So I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. It makes he has to score 2 touchdowns as opposed to whatever it would have been, 11. So yeah,
a touchdown, an extra point, plus
a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Here goes Graham Gano. He's going to head kick this one off, up by 14 points. 4.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter before we put those 4s in the chat. And here we are with Cody. Again, I feel like you still have plenty of time to knock it out of your game plan. You can still run the ball as much as you want. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. I absolutely agree. I do think, they're maybe a little bit over-reliant on some of those tight formations and those corner routes. So, maybe switch it up a little bit in the second half.
Here's a play action I'm okay with. He's going to head dump it down to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones trying to get to the outside of the sideline and does get out of bounds, but he's going to be short. 3 interceptions for Aaron Rodgers. We were wrong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like where was this when I played, bro? Like the dude didn't have 3 incompletions, let alone 3 interceptions.
I mean, as good as easy mode is, at times it gives you like a false sense of like what's actually open.
Okay, yeah, like you're unstoppable almost. I can fit it in.
Yeah, it's like I'm like this is obviously going to get to my wide receiver. I mean, he throws it in like 0.1 seconds.
Yeah. 3rd and 1 here. This is a big 3rd down for Cody, man. I mean, you can't go 3 and out in this situation. It might even be 4-down territory. He's really inviting him to run this ball up the middle, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
He is going to hand it off to him, and here comes the blitz. And Kayvon Thibodeau with a huge play, completely baited it into him. I don't think he planned on getting that insta-shed, but huge play, 4th and 3.
Hey, he's going to go for it, too. I mean, I do feel like it's 4-down territory at this point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I guess you can make the argument either way. You know what I mean? But
I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. So you got to think he's looking for that angle route. He does cover it, like I said he would. He's going to hit him eventually, and then does go ahead and get it to Jones. Jones able to go ahead and possession, catch it there. 1st and 10. Warren made the adjustment, but just too much time.
Yep. Yeah, I think he only had a 3-man rush right there, so he kind of sold out for the.
Was on his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, Thibodeau's on his ass, and he had 4 linemen on the other 2 guys, so there was no shot right there.
No shot whatsoever. He wants the corner or A, and it is covered well by the user, and then Lazard able to go ahead and get that one. Brought down by Love. Big first down for Aaron Rodgers here after that 4th down play.
Oh, man, he is just absolutely in love with that little corner route right there.
I mean, a lot of people use it, especially if, like we said, you got Gunslinger, man. It just makes that so much easier. It is going to be a handoff here to Aaron Jones. Tries to cut it back. Brought down, but able to go ahead and get a couple yards, maybe up 4 yards, 2nd and 6. How's your kid doing, man?
Ah, the kid's doing great.
It's awesome.
I actually didn't get to see him today, which kind of sucks.
That sucks, dude. That sucks.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Almost 10 months.
Oh, okay. Getting close to that big year.
I'm ready for him to start walking.
He throws it to him. That is a gunslinger throw if I've ever seen it. Lazard with the truck stick. Big play for the Packers.
Wow. That's tough for Warren because in all honesty, like he gets him on 4th and 3, and yeah, I mean he was playing pretty darn good defensively, and it
just drops back. He wants Aaron Jones that's not there, able to have the patience and able to go ahead and get that one out. And I think he might even have quick draw. I'm not sure, but he's able to go ahead and get that one in. Huge play there. Good read by Cody. Good patience. Just not quick enough pressure there by the Giants, which has been pretty much the story for the most part. Here comes John Ross. John Ross shakes off one defender. Oh, 82 wanted to punch it out, not able to do so. Down to the 30, and here we go with the Giants. And finally, it seems like the momentum is starting to creep back to the Green Bay side.
Yeah, it does feel that way. Wait, did he go for a 2-point conversion there?
No, he kicked it.
Oh, okay. I saw the replay was on when he did the extra point.
Oh, yeah, no, he kicked that extra point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been, I mean, he could have, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah,
that made a lot of sense.
Yeah, my quick math was not good there. He would have had to have 5 points.
All good. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Giants. And let's see if he's able to... Okay.
Oh, my gosh. That's Daniel Jones right there.
I don't know if the running back accidentally bumped his hand or something. I don't know. Just a weird animation, a tough break for the Giants, who, like I said earlier, they had some pretty good breaks with that first pick 6 when it really could have kind of gone either way, and another pick that could have really gone either way. And so it's balancing itself out, and I feel like EA's been pretty good about that today. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think it's absolutely been one way or another in this game. I think it's been about even.
2nd and 10, and unlike any game I've ever lost, it's always been EA's fault. Anyways,
of course.
Daniel Jones shotgun formation, trips to the left-hand side, drops back, got his running back if he hits him. Gonna go ahead and angle route Cody. You gotta angle route Cody? Oh, God, James Conner trying to get it to the outside.
Oh, James Conner!
I thought James Conner was about to make a play. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's hysterical that James Conner is, having the type of season that he's having, because he's just not, he's nothing special.
No, nobody would think, I'm going to take James Conner. I'm going to dev James Conner, man. He drops back. He could have one-on-one if he wants it. He's going to head dump it down to James Conner, who we just aforementioned, and he's going to go ahead and get a 1st down again.
James Conner literally just looks like, he looks like a fullback out there. He has no change of direction whatsoever.
He's a fast fullback. Alex saying, turning like a battleship. Look at that agility.
What has he got? 86 speed? Even right there, he turned the corner and it looked like, oh my gosh. It's like an offensive lineman.
Hand it off here to Conner, and I don't know how I feel about that cutback, but able to go ahead and get a yard. And that may be the last play of the 3rd quarter, so be ready. But we'll see. I honestly,
hey, I'm not waking my kid up. I don't think you need to either.
I don't know if I remember where the button is. Oh God. Well, we'll see. We got 12 seconds left. It looks like he's gonna get a playoff here. Let me test it real quick. Nope, not that one. So okay, I feel good about where it is now.
Okay.
All right, play action here. He wants 12. It's there. He's gonna throw it upfield. DeAndre Hopkins wide open. Touchdown!
Wow. Who was on the outside right there? Was that Eric Stokes?
It had to have been Stokes or Alexander, I would think. Let's look at the replay now. Instant replay brought to you by no one, because Better League not sponsored. James Jones will make a few adjustments. He is going to do the play action. Definitely not Jari. That is number 29.
It's 29. It's got to be Stokes, right? Maybe Douglas.
Yeah, it's Rasul Douglas. Tough play there. You don't necessarily want to press on DeAndre Hopkins. But that's what happened. And so now the Packers in a tough situation. Ladies and gentlemen. Put your 4s in the chat! I just put the 4s up to the camera. It's totally not even on.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Put your fours in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Connor. Wish he was able to come, but he had some work situation, I guess. They had to stay a little longer, but I wouldn't say a fallback. Mr. Hero is a great color comm himself.
I mean, obviously, you and Connor are the goats. I'm just filling in so you're not lonely tonight.
I appreciate that. As we're here for 18 viewers, and I appreciate we got 4 users that put the 4 in the chat. I appreciate all of them. Packers is gonna go ahead and dump it down to Dubes, I guess. Jesse, Morty, Dan, and Nico with the 4s in the chat. Appreciate you guys.
I love how I love the pronunciation of Dubes. Like
Dubes.
Like I'm thinking about little Alex every time you say that.
Why?
Like noobs? I don't know.
Oh, noobs. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it. All right, Aaron Rodgers lit up. I don't know what he's got. Gambler maybe? Yeah, Gambler.
Yeah, Gambler. Yep.
Yeah, 7.5 minutes left. He's gonna make a few adjustments here, and this is prime Cody. 2 verts, 2 slants, angle route, and throws it into triple coverage, and that ball is dropped.
No way.
3rd and 8. Is he asking for a flag?
He's asking for a flag. Okay, Cody's down bad right now.
I could see you wanting a flag there. We'll move on.
Tim said
we'll move on.
It's Dobbs, but I do like Dubes better personally.
Dubes is way better. He throws it to that trusty corner route. Able to go ahead and get a big first down on 3rd down. Yeah, it's Dubes now, Tim. I spoke to his mama, and she said that she's okay calling him Dubes. So, even though I guess technically, you should check with the dad's his last name, right? Although I guess it depends. Maybe his dad's not in the picture. Anyways, Aaron Jones with a handoff. He breaks it outside. Aaron Jones with a big open clearing here. 20 with a chance to bring him down. He's able to go ahead and knock him out of bounds. Big play by Aaron Jones. Let's watch a quick replay if we can fit it in.
Yeah, that's a really good cutback there for Aaron Jones. Wide open right-hand side of the field.
Yeah, he's got good blocking on that man-to-man coverage, and Aaron Jones able to break that one outside, and you'll have to catch the less than a replay. Sorry, in a replay of the stream, that is. Aaron Rodgers drops back and once the corner not there, he's going to head step up, and then Lawrence going to be brought down. He's called that play a few times. I feel like he thinks that that's like the only thing that's working for him right now, but I feel like he's got some other tricks up his sleeve. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've seen that play a lot of times, but I'm not going to.
Speaking of a trick up your sleeve.
The scissors.
Back. Yep. He wants the scissor route. It's not there, so he's not going to force it. Nobody's open. X maybe. And he's going to throw it to X. And he throws it to him, and he's going to be brought out of bounds. That's a risky throw.
Wow.
The situation. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Well, I guess when you got easy mode, you just say screw it and toss it around.
I mean, I saw X coming back, and I might throw that. Now, me personally, running to the left, I'm not throwing that. But Aaron Rodgers,
he was running left and threw with his right hand.
Fuck it. And here comes the quarterback sneak and not able to get it. Apparently, there's a way to stop those, and I didn't think that 60 base was the way to do it, but apparently so.
Yeah, I think he might have just gotten lucky on that one.
Yeah, and Cody thinks that he knows the trick, and so here he comes with it. Go ahead and toss it outside, and there's no way he gets stopped here. Aaron Jones for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's walking in right there. All right, well, I mean, if you're Warren, what's the game plan, CMass?
Hey, whoa! This is my show. I run. And I asked you the question.
Hey, man, I just turned it on you, man. I just took over the booth. What are you gonna do?
That's not how this works. Yeah, you know what?
Hey, you gotta do a little critical thought too sometimes.
Critical thought. I like that. So for me personally, if I'm Warren, I'm thinking like obviously the run game hasn't worked too well, but you know what has worked really well is there's those short and intermediate routes. Now he did get one nice route to DeAndre Hopkins for the most part, able to dump it down to my man James Conner. I'm thinking maybe a couple screens because you think Cody's going to be fairly aggressive, so he might blitz a little bit here. So I think an HB screen would be kind of sexy. But yeah, I'd be looking for Hopkins or Tony. Those have been your guys today. So let's see what he decides to do. 1st and 10. We'll get your thoughts. I'll put you on the spot here in a second. Daniel Jones making a few adjustments here. He's got Connor. See, I'm nice enough to warn you. Here comes that trap or counter. I'm sorry. Able to shake one and not able to get it there. 2nd and 10. He kind of went the opposite of what I said. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, he went with the counter, and I just don't know if cutting it back inside is the wave there, but. Try to keep it away from Kenny Clark. I do agree with you though. I mean, like he's been very effective throwing the ball on some of those short intermediate routes, and DeAndre Hopkins has been pretty effective today.
Other than that one RPO where Daniel Jones threw it directly into the ground, I thought it has been pretty good. He's rolling out. Yeah, I'm not seeing much. You could take a chance. He does. Oh, that's not going to look pretty. And that's intercepted. Jari Alexander, huge play to get the Packers back in the game. Could this be a pick six? He's going to try to break it to the outside. No, Evan Neal brings him down right around midfield. Huge play by Cody. You see him fired up.
I don't know if you have the ability to hit the replay on that one, but
I sure do.
I think he had the early on in this play. He has the slant wide open.
We caught the end of the play and we saw the interception there. Here's live action. Hands off to Aaron Jones on the stretch. Aaron Jones shakes off one, and now you got to think, oh, Uncle Momentum, Uncle Mo is on the side of Cody Youngson. Cody's got a big smile. He's feeling it right now, and that's not what you want if you're a Giant fan.
But if you're Warren, you're still in control, man. You got a 7-point lead. In worst case scenario, Cody scores a touchdown here. You get the ball back, and the Super Bowl berth is in your hands. You have one possession to drive down the field. So it's not, yeah, you just threw a pick, but it's you still got a very good shot here.
Settle in, and then he gets a huge stop there by Leonard Williams, former USC Trojan. Make it a 3rd and 2, and still plenty of time. This is the thing you got to think of. Well, actually, you know what? Screw it. I was gonna say this is the thing to think of. If he's gonna score, you want to make sure you have some time left. But he's got to get a touchdown. So you know what? Fuck it. Like, take the time. I don't, at that point.
However you get the touchdown, is.
Yeah.
Just got to get that touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers, shotgun formation. He wants to throw it to Dubes. My man Dubes. Covered well. And oh, that's a tough drop by Lazard. Oh,
wow.
Oh, my. Which one is it? This one? That's the one.
Okay. Well, it's definitely 4-down territory here.
Oh, for sure.
Probably going to see another mesh concept.
And, if he doesn't get it, he's still got plenty of time and 3 timeouts. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely – I would be shocked if an angle route isn't an option. No, it's not.
Does he have hot route master? Does Aaron Jones just have like some sort of
every play that has a angle route in it, he has it in his playbook. He's wide open, throws it to Tunyon. Tunyon able to go ahead and make the play, and then brought down by number 7, Collins. 1st and 10. Collins is not a coverage linebacker, so that's a tough ask.
He is not.
That is a tough ask.
No, he is absolutely a rushing linebacker. Outside linebacker type.
I mean, he's got him playing like a standard stand-up linebacker, so. But he drops back, and the pressure's just not there. A little lob there. I don't know if that was necessary, but he's able to go ahead and get it. Aaron Jones shakes off one tackle and then gets it out of bounds. Huge play. Oh, and then he lost his left tackle. We'll see if that matters in the long run, but stops the play here now. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Now I'm starting to think about the clock.
Yeah, now I'm starting to think about the clock a little bit.
But if you're if I'm the Packers, I'm not thinking about it, but I'm the Giants.
If you're Warren, you're like, But probably only, once it gets to like 1st and goal type deal.
Yeah. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning here. And elbow sprain, he puts him right back in there. He says, get back in there, Bakhtiari.
Yeah, he said, you're getting back in there. You got to block my blind side.
Bakhtiari?
I think it's Bakhtiari.
Back or Bach?
Nah, Bakhtiari.
Back me up on this one.
I mean, he hardly ever plays. The guy's always injured.
Yeah, facts. I feel bad for him. He's a good player, man. Came out of nowhere. Like, I feel like he wasn't like a high pick or anything like that, and then just all of a sudden he just was a really good left tackle for a while.
Yeah.
And then as soon as everybody was like, man, this is the hell of a left tackle, he kept getting hurt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's going to look for Tunyon here, isn't he?
Oh, for sure. Tunyon or Jones or his reads, or Dubes if it clears out the user with that tight end. Tight end clears him out. He's going to go ahead and hit Dubes. Dubes, it'll be short. Oh, 50 seconds. Can you imagine the rage if he had fumbled there? Can you imagine? Bakhtiari, thank you. Well, the way you... Okay, well...
Bakhtiari.
I don't know. Phonetically, that could be Batch.
Bakhtiari.
Well, anyways. All right. So Aaron Jones making a few adjustments here, and usually in this situation, he wants to hit like a quick out route to somebody in this formation, but it doesn't look like he has it. So it looks
he's just chewing some clock off here.
Yeah, hand off to Aaron Jones, and but like,
he
got a touchdown.
Oh man, I don't know if you caught it there, but he usered the DB on the outside perfectly to potentially jump that RPO. Yeah,
it's a good thing he handed it off.
Connor made the proper read there and just handed it off.
Connor sure did, and his friend.
Or sorry, not Connor. Sorry, Cody.
Yeah, all good, man. No timeout from Warren, says Dan. I guess not, Dan. He thinks he's got plenty of time or doesn't want to help Cody. I could see that in this situation. It just kind of depends on, dealer's choice, I suppose. Aaron Rodgers, 2nd and goal for the game here. And, I wouldn't throw past Cody to go for 2 either. 6 seconds left. We'll cross that bridge if we get there. And off to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones able to shake one tackle and then brought down to the 1 yard line. And now we're going to see a timeout from Warren.
I thought that was for sure
I thought it was touchdown
6
too.
points. Yeah. And he's probably going to QB sneak here. That's my guess.
Maybe not. It worked earlier.
He's going to go to the toss. He's going to go to the toss.
This is what I'm talking about. Warren's a good user. Now, obviously, he wasn't able to stop him there, and that's a huge play. And I don't want to take anything away from it. So we'll do a replay on that one. But, Warren was there with the user with Thibodeau for it. He just didn't have speed.
Yeah. Nico says go for 2.
Well, too bad, Nico. He went for 1. And so that, 33 seconds, 2 timeouts. Warren, I wouldn't say, other than let's go ahead and go back to live play here. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't say, come on. There it goes. I wouldn't say Warren is like you can score in like 30 seconds type of offense normally. But you got a guy like DeAndre Hopkins, got Tony some decent speed. I mean, what are your thoughts here if you're on defense?
I mean, you got to think that Warren's in the NFC Championship game. Maybe he's got some some plays to dial up here.
Gotta think.
I think the key is just not turning
Hopkins
the ball
on the
over.
corner. You gotta
Getting
think that's
easy.
coming, right? Oh, he throws it up the field. Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. That was
a nice read. That was a nice read.
I don't know if you see the Y out there, but I don't know if that's the adjustments. I want to know what he changed that, because there's no way a wide receiver ran it out.
No, he put the tight end on I think he put the tight end on a streak, and then he had that post come open underneath that.
That was kind of nice. They were both kind of open, to be honest. But 27 seconds left on right around the 50-yard line, so obviously well within able to get into a field goal range here shortly. He might have had the tight end if he threw it back. Oh, he's open. He throws it to Tony, who gets it out of bounds.
Wow, Tony got wide open.
Oh, my goodness. Cody not happy about that one. 2 plays already in field goal range. What did I take it back saying he's not I'm a score in 30 seconds type offense.
Hey, I gave, just for the record, I gave him a little bit of credit. I was like, hey, he didn't get this far without having a couple plays to dial up.
Right? You sure did. And he dialed up a sexy one, 2 sexy ones, actually. And here comes the pressure. And so he is going to hand it off to Connor, tries to get it to the outside, just goes straight to the middle, preparing for that ice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's ready for the ice.
From Green Bay, yeah. Although I feel like I haven't seen ice really work a lot.
I can't imagine Warren's the type of guy that would get iced by the ice, and shank it.
And I'm saying like ice work as in like the actual animation, not like it working on the player.
Oh, it's definitely hit or miss. I've definitely seen people try to do it and it hasn't worked.
And Connor just tries to stay directly in the center there and able to go ahead and get a few more yards. Timeout from Green Bay.
Wow. It's a nice little chunk play right there.
Yeah,
5 yards.
Make it a really a chip field goal. I mean, I don't know what the win situation is, and we won't see it because we're not on the stream for Warren here. But I can't imagine it's too sexy, too much blowing of the wind, and it's gonna be a chicken of timeouts here. But obviously Warren's gonna have to call it.
Just kick the field goal.
Yeah, hell of a game, says Alex, and it's not over yet. Little. If we could see a block here, week 1, I lost on a block 6 on a field goal that would have won me the game.
Did you really? Oh no.
Yeah. I was about to kick the field goal in overtime to win, and it got blocked.
That's when you just go, wow, this game is so predetermined.
No, I mean he had already almost blocked one earlier, so I think he just had the timing down. But here we are for the game. Graham Gano to take him to the Super Bowl. It's in. The Giants go to the Super Bowl.
What a game. GG's to both users. And I don't think we would have predicted this going into the Madden 23 cycle, but we got the Texans
Giants. I've
and
been
the
saying it
Giants.
since day 1. I've been saying it since day 1. P-Town and Warren.
What was the line for the Giants and Texans to meet up?
It was extremely high, and I laughed when I saw the obviously it has nothing to do with this game, but when I saw the clip of when everybody laughed when P-Town took the Texans in the lottery. Hilarious. And we have Cody joining us. I'm not even sure if Warren knows that he can join in, but I expect Cody to join in, and he is here now. Cody Youngson, tough loss, obviously great game. We'll get your thoughts here.
Yeah, obviously didn't play very well. Threw 3 picks, and that's all really kind of that's gonna seal your fate. 2 of them were definitely my fault. The one where I threw it like down the field, I tried to lob it, and I think one of the more frustrating parts for me about this Madden is like if you don't tap the receiver button as light as possible. And maybe it's like just a gunslinger thing or something like that. But like, if you don't just like barely tap the button, they don't lob it. So that like when I threw the streak, I had, I think it was Bub Tunyon. I had Tunyon like down the field, and he had a step or two on the DB. So I was like, oh, I'll lob that, and at a minimum, it's an incomplete pass. So that one was like the most frustrating one. I think that was my third pick. Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of opportunities to win that game, and yeah, just really couldn't. Couldn't make the plays. Too many interceptions. Warren played a clean game. I talked to Austin earlier today, and I said, like, I can't play. You can't like have a bunch of turnovers against Warren, because Warren's a guy when he's locked in, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Like, he's going to take sacks and that type of stuff. Like, would have loved to get a fumble on one of those sacks and stuff like that. But that's just like asking for stuff to kind of go your way. But Warren played a great game, and all credit to him. His defense was definitely kind of confusing me a bit, and I got what I wanted and just couldn't make a stop on defense in the game there, because that's exactly what I wanted. Is the whole time I just said, I can tie this up, and I was like, he hasn't, he's moved the ball a little bit, but for the most part he's played conservative, and so I was like, let's just make him make a play, and he made 2 big plays to get himself in field goal range, and he had the wind against him even too, so I felt like really good about that as well. Probably not a great play call on that one that got him within, like, I don't know, 20-30 yard field goal range there. I did match, and really, I mean, I've been doing match a lot this year, and it's been working pretty well, but I don't know what happened on that play, because whoever was matched up against him just like, Tony just literally sent him in dirt, so or left him in the dust. But tough game. Felt really good this Madden, but all signs point to I'll still have Rodgers and Gunslinger next season. So I excited to be back next season.
Cody, I want to get your thoughts, because obviously you didn't start the game you wanted to. You're coming back from your relaxing vacation. You're coming back to a Madden game, and you find yourself down multiple scores. What adjustments did you make to be able to kind of find your way back into the game? Because you fought your way back in. What adjustments did you make, and how did you kind of keep your cool?
Yeah, I mean, I think I just kept playing my game, to be honest with you. The mistakes, the first pick, I don't know. I mean, it was a risky throw. His guy was in the flat and really kind of decoyed me, but I mean, that one felt like it should be, one that my receiver at least gets a hold of and then gets tackled or something like that. Just kind of went through his hands. So that was like frustrating. And then, can't remember off the top of my head the second pick I threw, but I think it was just a dumb one by me. But yeah, I mean, I guess, to answer your question, really, I feel like I just said, just keep playing your game, just keep doing what you do. He hasn't like really pressed me on offense. Like, I could tell he was playing conservative. I could tell the game that he wanted to play was, okay, let me just like keep this safe lead. And so I was like, I'm gonna tie this game no matter what. I think I had a few things that I brought out that maybe I don't normally use, but for the most part, I just felt like I was like, let's just stick to our game plan.
Hero?
GG's Cody. I think it was a really good fight to get back into the game, especially, I think falling back 14-0 or something like that early. Yeah, absolutely very resilient from the Packers squad. I think my question is a little bit less about the game itself, but more so like, where do the Packers go from here? Any moves that you guys think that you need to make to get over the hump next year? Obviously, NFC Championship game, certainly, quite the accomplishment, but obviously the end goal being the Super Bowl. And you see any things that you want to do roster wise moving forward?
Yeah, to be honest, it's the draft, because I mean, with Rodgers' deal, with Bakhtiari's deal, with Devondre Campbell's deal, with some of these guys' deals that they have. I think Rashawn Gary's on a big deal. Not a lot of cap, so it's going to be hopefully hitting on some guys in the draft. I mean, I feel good about my team. Obviously, I don't have like the big name wide receivers that some people have, but think Christian Watson's going to be a dog. Romeo Dobbs is going to be a dog. Lazard will be around. So yeah, I think I've got a good core of like young. Lazard's not super young, but he's like 26, I think. But I got a good core younger wide receivers that will be fine. Defense is for the most part pretty young. You got Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt, rookies out of I think both out of Georgia. And Jair is going to be solid. Razul is still around. Stokes is still around. So honestly, I think this is a good squad. If I can sign an impact player or two, I might be looking for a better tight end. Tunyon's good, but he's old. So, but maybe we just bring him back. But I think he'll be hitting free agency. But yeah, to be honest, it's the draft because there's not enough cap on this team for as long as Rodgers is on it to do much. Which that's going to be your trade off. You've got a very high overall player with gunslinger and set feed lead or pass lead elite, whatever he has. I think he has pass lead elite. So that's the trade off. But yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. Obviously, a fantastic season. You kind of rolled through the playoffs. It kind of fell over a hole, but you made it a great game. And that was one of the better NFC Championship games I've seen in a while. Probably the only one I really remember at this moment. But I'm sure there were really good ones. I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate Hero coming on. I'm assuming we'll advance to the Pro Bowl here shortly whenever an admin gets on. So appreciate you so much, Cody, for coming on and talking with us. Warren, I guess hopefully he'll come on for the Super Bowl post game, but appreciate you guys. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, and best of luck to the Super Bowl contestants. Don't know when the game is yet. Hopefully it's tomorrow night, but we shall see. Thank you all so much. Have a great night.